Let me explain about the DTTs used in XML. So first of all, let us know what is meant by a DTD and how we are going to declare this or include this DTD in the XML document. DTD stands for document type definition. It consists of some list of syntax definitions for each element in the XML document. When we are creating this DTD, we are specifying which element names and attributes can be included in the document. See, first DTD declaration, it starts like this. Exclamatory mark, document type, HTML, public, like this. This line represents the declaration of DTD in the XML. It appears always near the top of the document in each and every XHTML document. The purpose of this above line declaration is to declare the DTD, that is a document type definition. It specifies the rules regarding the elements within the XML document. Here I have made it as transitional. Like this, we can set it with a different three different types of this DTD levels. Okay, document type syntax. To use a DTD within the XML document, first we need to declare it. The DTD can either be internal type or external type. The basic syntax will be doc type. So we'll start the doc type syntax as doc type. Next we'll give the root name. Next we'll open up the square bracket and we'll mention the DTD over there. So make sure that doc type should be in the capital letters. Coming to the internal and external DTD. So internal DTD is the DTD which is defined between the square brackets within the XML document. Here I have given one example, some lines of coding. First line which denotes the XML declaration. Second line denotes the doc type declaration. So here what I have done, doc type, I have given the root element name, that is the books, square brackets, and whatever the follows after the square brackets, whatever I have declared, I have used the elements, those are all. This type of declaration is nothing but a internal DTD declaration. Coming to the rules to be followed while declaring this. The document type declaration must be written in between the XML declaration and the root element. Always the keyword, so doc type is a keyword here, it must be followed with the root element. And doc type must be, as I told you earlier, it should be written within the capital letters. Coming to external DTD can be used with more than one XML document. So first create the DTD in the notepad and save the file name as, give any one file name .dtd extension, which shows that this is the external DTD file. Example, I have given a few lines of coding here. The first which denotes the XML declaration, next the doc type. After the doc type predefined keyword, then I have used the root element, that is a books, next system, then I have given bookrules.dtd. So this is the file name, so which acts as the external DTD declaration. Next is DTD entities. XML entities allows us to use text to refer to a data item, and entities represent the characters like greater than, less than, ampersand, etc., which cause problems for XML processor. Large blocks of data that need to be repeated through the document, and in order to identify the entity, the following syntax will be used. So we have to use the predefined keyword entity which has to be written with the capital letters. Next is the name. Next is the definition. To use the entity, ampersand, entity underscore name followed with the semicolon. Next is DTD elements. DTD contains declarations that define elements, attributes, etc. for any XML file. In order to declare, the following syntax will be used for the declaration of the DTD elements, and the declaration of the DTD elements will be followed with the predefined keyword, that is element. So angle bracket open, next exclamatory mark, give the word element, next the element name followed with the content of the element. And the various options of using this DTD elements are empty elements, elements with data, elements with children, declaring only one occurrence of the same element, declaring minimum one occurrence of the same element, declaring 0 or more occurrences of the same element, declaring 0 or more occurrences of the same element, or choice of the elements, or mixed content. These are the various options which are included in the DTD elements. DTD attributes. An attribute declaration has the following syntax. So always the attributes in the DTD will be defined with the predefined word at least. So after the at least, which has to be written in the capital letters, it follows with the element name. Next, for each thing we have to leave one space. Next, after the element name, the attribute name follows. After the attribute name, the type of the attribute. Next comes the default value of the attribute. So here the element name indicates the element which has an attribute. Attribute name indicates the name of the attribute. Type declares the type of the data contained, and default value can be replaced with any of the following values. First is a pound symbol required. Here this attribute value must be included in the element. Pound fixed, the attribute value is fixed. Pound implied, the attribute does not have to be included. Default, the attribute has a default value. Among these four values, we can set any one value for the at least. Next is a XML namespace. Namespace is used to prevent any conflicts with element names. The namespace prefix specifies to which namespace the name belongs to. Here I have given bk :books xmlns :bk. Like this, with this following syntax, we can avoid the namespace conflicts in the XML document.